So yes guys, hello and welcome back to the Adam Templeton Triathlete YouTube channel. You join me on Saturday the 12th of April. We are officially 6 days removed from the standard distance triathlon race, and I'd say I'm probably just about recovered from that one. I've now been able to slot myself back into the standard routine of training. I'm currently just over half an hour into the Saturday morning long ride on Zwift. Again, because I'm still being careful with the intensity, I'll just be keeping an eye on my power and heart rate throughout this one and just gauge how the body is feeling. Now, you'll definitely think that I'm crazy with the weather being nice outside and riding on Zwift, but the roads around here just aren't great for getting in a consistent solid session. Too many roundabouts, too many traffic lights. Eventually I'll plan to maybe go like a half an hour drive before getting on the bike, but with my usual flapping about in the morning, yeah, that didn't happen today. So I'll just spend my time indoors, sweating it out, enjoying the sunrise, and I'll catch you in a little bit once I'm more through this session or once I've finished. As I've just mentioned, I feel that now I'm pretty much 90%, 95% recovered from the race. 2 hours into this one, and my heart rate and power is sitting in the sort of usual zones. Heart rate maybe a touch lower than usual, but to be honest, that could actually be some fitness gains from the hard effort that took place on Sunday. In training, I'm normally aiming to have a threshold heart rate or heart rate at threshold effort of around 158 to 160, thereabouts. But of course, on race day, I do always feel that you can pick it up a little bit more, just the adrenaline gets you going. However, across the run, bike, run of the event, with an average heart rate of around 167 for the 2 hours, yeah, it was definitely going to be quite a big tax on the body. Initially, I had anticipated the recovery to be probably around 3 days, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no intensity at all, just trying to keep the ball rolling and then picking it up on Thursday. But yeah, even by Thursday, I still wasn't feeling 100%. And yesterday, I did do a bike session, starting off with sort of staircase builds of tempo, sweet spot, threshold efforts. But when I tried to do a little bit of work over threshold at the end, my legs were feeling fine, but my heart rate, as soon as I tried to put any sort of power, pedal to the metal, get it pumping, yeah, it just wasn't budging above that sort of 160 range. So I think I made the right call, cutting a few of the intervals off. And then also today, in a long ride, I've typically been doing a tempo effort of around 20 minutes, half an hour within the last 45 minutes of the ride. But today, I think I'll just keep it all easy, because yeah, even though I'm starting to feel a bit better, there's just no point in pushing on when I think, yeah, I don't want to put myself in more of a hole when it's not necessary. So a general overview and consensus of the recovery from the race: legs feeling good, heart rate still a bit suppressed, but again, Some of that now is probably more of the fitness gain. I do feel lucky, however, because there must be someone or something watching over me, because on Tuesday night, because of work, I'd normally go to the gym and do like an hour's session just of strength and stability work, but I wasn't able to get there at my usual time, so that was a shortened session. But again, probably quite lucky, just restricting how much effort I was doing, how much load I was putting in. And then also Thursday morning, when I'd initially planned to go swimming and do some harder efforts in the pool, when I got there, the pool was closed, it was off. They'd messed something up with the cleaning stuff that they'd put in. So yeah, again, somewhere, someone or something was making sure that no, it wasn't time to put the intensity back in just yet, and just sort of build in gradually, because even though I'm now only 8 weeks out from the event, there's just no point doing anything silly here if it then hinders, say, even another week of training. Just better to take this week easy and then get back to it from next week. That's me around halfway into this one now. I'll keep pushing on and join you once I've finished. And there we have it. 4 hours, 30 minutes later, long ride on Zwift done and dusted. Again, as I'd mentioned, wasn't chucking an effort in at the end. And yeah, I don't know if I would have been able to pick it up, to be honest. Again, I don't feel super tired, as sort of, it was more, a bit more substantial heart rate drift than usual. Sort of by the end, I'm sort of 5-10 beats a minute up on what it was like 2 hours in. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. However, the heat from the window outside, similar to that clip in Toy Story where Woody gets his face burnt by Sid, yeah, I was starting to feel the heat a little bit by the end. However, I did have enough hydration with me, plenty of electrolytes, so wasn't cramping at all. And I'm hoping it's been blatantly obvious and you've seen it in the clickbait title of this video. Yes, I have decided to upgrade and buy one of the little influencer mics. I am now fully invested in this YouTube thing. Was it necessary? Probably not. But with an investment like this, I'm hoping it makes the videos a bit more professional. And yeah, I've got no excuses for not making any content now. The clips when I was on the bike were using the noise cancelling feature. I've now turned it off as I've got off the bike here. So it's going to be my first time checking it when I'm editing as well. I'm hoping that it's not too bad. Yeah, the noise cancelling should just about cut out the bike, but then it might sound a bit more clear when there's not too much background noise if I just use it without it. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think and if it is worth the upgrade. Well, it is officially glorious today. It's unbelievable how much warmer it is. I was driving home from the shops there and the temperature on the car actually went up from like 18 to 19. Off now to go and get a haircut. So hopefully within the next 2 seconds I can do a transition. And that's me, should be looking a bit fresher now. Haircut done and dusted. Get home quick, get some lunch, and then it's time to head out the door for a run in the sunshine. And that's me out the door for this afternoon run. I've decided to leave the mic in the house just because I don't have anything to mount it on the GoPro just yet, and it would be hassle carrying it as well. I'm heading out just now onto a 12-kilometre loop that I'm going to do if I'm feeling pretty tired, or just do the 12, but I think I might add on an extra couple of Ks, probably making it 14 kilometres in total. Of course, after every race, it's a good chance to reflect on the training that you've done and try and evaluate where to go next. To be honest, I honestly thought the run wouldn't be in as good a place as what it is. I thought maybe I'd be running like just more closer to that 3:30 pace, but having averaged 324 and 327 for the 2 runs, yeah, I was really surprised with that. Of course, that is across 10k and 5k, whereas as we all know, the middle distance triathlon 70.3 is a half marathon, so that sort of fatigue resistance, I'd maybe want to increase that a little bit. And I do keep thinking, oh, maybe I'll throw in a bit more intensity on this workout here, but to be honest, yes, I'll try and maybe add a little bit more intensity, but I guess really seeing that result last weekend, it's more to do with the consistency that I've had over months and months and months, rather than any specific training intervention that I've done. The main sort of reason I'd probably want to increase the run volume at slightly faster paces is to improve the biomechanical efficiency, economy. I don't really know the difference too much, but yeah, just improving the efficiency at faster speeds would be the goal, because at the end of the day, it's the same heart and lungs and cardiovascular system that you're using across all 3 disciplines. So yeah, improving the running efficiency would be good, but of course general fitness is also important. Improving biomechanics in running isn't really something that is blatantly obvious. It's just a general trend over time. The most obvious improvement in technique is definitely seen through the swim, so yeah, just dialing in that technique over the next few weeks at a sort of race pace effort, that'll be the goal. Oh man, that run went from good to bad too fast, and yep, it was the usual culprit of my stomach once again playing bother. I'd felt it sort of like 4k and I thought it'll be fine, but then by 8 kilometres in, oh man, it was just a nightmare. I somehow managed to keep plodding away. I didn't come to a walk or come to a stop. Thank goodness I didn't, because it would have been a long walk home from there. And yeah, I'm not going in the bushes again. I've decided no thanks, not for me. Made it back safe and sound now. 12 kilometres in the bank. That's enough. That's that one. Another run to make it home safe and sound. That's all that matters to me at this point. But yep, having now pretty much recovered from the race, I'm raring to go in training again. Definitely I feel today has been, yep, we're 100% ready to go. Even just throughout the week, other small things that maybe not being as motivated with training, I've got the fire back again. So yeah, just 8 weeks out until Bolton, and I definitely don't feel that I'm at the peak of my powers just yet. There's definitely more to give, more space to grow and improve. And also, in other news, if you have made it this far in the video, this is a little sneak peek of what the rest of my season is going to be looking like. I have now officially signed up for the Northumbrian. That one's at the end of June. Again, a 3-week turnaround from Bolton. It's going to be interesting. If a standard distance triathlon is taking me 7 days to recover, yeah, the 70.3, you're probably talking 10 days, even like 12 to fully recover, and then you've got 9 until the next race day. And obviously I'd taper more than 2 weeks for a 70.3. So that time in between, I'm just going to need to be very careful. Sort of see it not as the chance to improve in any fitness wise. I don't really think I could. Obviously take the fitness from the Bolton race, but try and get any specificity in, no, there's probably not much at that point. But I am once again excited to go back to that race. It's just a great course, well organised, slightly quieter event, and yeah, see how the legs feel for that one. If you did enjoy this one today, be sure to hit the like button. Definitely let me know in the comments if this little mic is actually any good. I'm hoping it is. I'll see you straight away once I start doing the editing. And if you are new around here, make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up with the rest of my training and my journey leading into Bolton 70.3, the 8th of June 2025. 8 weeks out, let's do this.